How's it going? Let me ask a question. Why do you think that, well, according to Forbes survey, the Norwegians have been voted the happiest people in the world the most number of times compared to the others, right? Norwegians have been voted as, for many times under the Forbes survey as the happiest people in the world. Why do you think is that? Why do you think that's the, why is that? Sorry. I have hair. I have hair in my lips and my mouth. Oh, okay, all right. Problem with so much hair and so much fur. All right. Why are the Norwegians considered as the happiest people in the world by Forbes? The top position changes every now and then, but the Norwegians take the number one spot the most number of times as compared to the other countries. And based on my readings and based on my experience of living here, 10 years now, no, just kidding. But based on my humble experience living here and the fact that my husband is Norwegian, and I am blessed to be able to really embrace the Norwegian culture, and that my sister-in-law, my mother-in-law, and fathers-in-law are all Norwegian. I'm very much immersed, and I can't help but embrace the Norwegian culture. And in my opinion, the reason why they are the happiest people, it has a lot to do with the term Friluftsliv. And what is that? Friluftsliv. Friluftsliv, in direct translation to English, it means free air life. A life of free air. And what do you think that means? How are you going to get free air? Air is free, after all. But Friluftsliv basically refers to being outdoors. Where the air is fresh, the air is clean and crisp and pure. They place a lot of importance in being outdoors, and this is noticed also by my clients. Who, especially those who get a chance to be in Norway for about 10 days, then they will have met so many Norwegians along the way, and they see it, they observed it. And one of the comments that I got was that the Norwegians seem so happy when we are outdoors, to see us outdoors and snowshoeing and all that. They seem to be so happy. Yeah, because they're very happy that you're embracing their culture, their lifestyle, their love and zeal for the outdoors. And the Norwegians also have a saying which goes, there is no such thing as bad weather, just bad clothing. It means that no matter what weather is, rain, shine or snow, you should still go out. So this is a very important part of the Norwegians' lives. It's so important for them to come out, such that when the princess Mette-Marit, she was interviewed and asked, why do you think that the Norwegians are the happiest people in the world? And I can't remember if, let's say, she mentioned the word Friluftsliv, but she mentioned that it is part of the culture. Nature is part of their culture. And she said that it's very common for people to go for Søndag-tur. Søndag-tur means Sunday tour or Sunday walk. Okay, a walk on Sundays as a family. And this walk does not mean that you're walking to the cinema or walking to the shopping center. The walk refers to a walk in the forest. That's what it means. Or outdoors. At the parks, for example, at least. So, and she said this is a very, a culture which is very much ingrained in the Norwegian people. Søndag-tur. And it's common. It's a culture. It's a way of life. That every Sunday you should go out with a family, out either in the forest, exploring, or in the park, just chilling and breathing fresh air, because most of us have probably 9 to 5 jobs, and you're indoors, so it's so important to be outdoors. Another thing that I want to mention about this Friluftsliv is that it is so intrinsic in their culture, such that the Norwegians are known to have hytta. Hytta means cabins. They are known to have cabins. And way long before detoxing has become so popular these days, long before detoxing is popular, the Norwegians have been doing it, as part of their lives. They've been having their hittas, they have been having their cabins for long periods of time, right? And they have these cabins with no electricity, with no water. And when I first moved here, and people in the Norwegian classes would say, "What kind of holiday is that? What kind of a getaway is that? No electricity, no water. Like, what? Isn't that like suffering, and you call that a holiday, a getaway?" But this is the real thing, and this is what strikes the Norwegians apart from any other group of people. They understood that to switch off, you have to just disconnect and just be one with nature. It may sound a bit so cliche, being one with nature. I mean, it's like it's being said over and over again. It sounds so cliche, but they really they live it. They live that life. They epitomize what it really means to be one with nature. You switch off your phones because there's no electricity, there's no internet, there's no TV. So what do? You're just supposed to be outdoors. And some of you might be wondering, how? No water? What do? Do you have to carry gallons of water? Yeah, maybe some of them do. They will carry some gallons of a few liters of water for the weekend. But if it's in summer, then there's a stream nearby. Usually some of these cabins are nearby some stream or some river. You're supposed to take the water from there. And if it's winter, what's going to happen? It's all frozen. Then you have the snow, right? Lots of snow here in my house. If we were to make a cabin here, then no one's going to be without water. So if it's snowing, if it's in winter and they decide to go to the cabins, then take the snow, put it in a pot, and boil. You have fire. Yeah. So you can make fire. Of course, there's firewood, fireplace indoors. So you can take the snow and then melt it, and then you have water. Voila. So that's a little bit. I'm gonna be talking about Friluftsliv, maybe 1 or 2 more of the Facebook lives. Just a little bit, a snippet here, just to introduce the concept before I go. Just want to share with you, long time ago, maybe 5, 7, 8 years ago, when I first moved here, and I made spring rolls for my family. I have my 3 stepboys and 1 husband, and they are real meat eaters, right? So I made my own signature spring rolls, without the vegetables, very little vegetables. So anyway, my sister-in-law, Linda, said we should sell this. So we decided to sell this at this Easter market. It's a very local market where we live here, Firing. And then it was winter. It was around, I think, March, and lots of snow. And then, of course, the spring rolls are frozen, right? And we brought with us about 500 pieces to sell, small ones. And then we're going to fry on the spot. And, people would love to, people loved it that, they have something hot and spicy and hot and crispy to eat. And then we had so many, and we were thinking, we're going to store all these spring rolls. I mean, there's so many of them. Where are we gonna put them? We don't have the access to the freezer, which is inside the community hall. We don't have access indoors because we are stationed outdoors. And so my husband said, put it in the snow. That's what we did. So we put all those the frozen spring rolls inside the snow and cover them up. And we were there from like about 11 until by 6 o'clock, I think they were still nice and frozen. Isn't it wonderful? And this is what it really means by, being one with nature. Nature is just a full, beautiful, rich resource. You can do everything what you need to do with nature out there. You just have to think a little bit, and the more you tap on what nature could offer, the more ideas you get. All right, so that's all for now. It's getting dark, as you can see. So I'm going to continue a little bit about Friluftsliv some more. Again, lots of this stuff are inside my book. I've written quite explicit on Friluftsliv and the Norwegian way of life. So if you're interested, feel free to go on our website, scandiplanet.com, for our book. It's a very thin book, only 80 pages, and it costs $8 US. Also, our 15% promotion is ending tomorrow, 28th February. So for those who are still interested and want to grab the promotion, feel free to grab it. All right. Good night, everybody. Bye.